Hey YouTube, Coppersan here, the MapleStory
Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. If you are a returning or new Mapler, then this is your video, as I'm gonna go through the entire game as it is right now and tell you exactly how everything works and what you should and shouldn't do and how to make use of all the new events that are currently going on. This video will be recorded live. I'm not preparing a script because of the entire length of this video, so my apologies in advance if I stutter or if I make some editing mistakes here and there. I'll try to cut things here and there for time, but yeah, let's get started. So first of all, when you're launching the game right now, there actually is a jump start tutorial which you can start, which will already help you a lot if you are a new or returning player, as it will tell you exactly, it will take you by the hand and it will tell you exactly what to do. So you can just say here, no thanks. Yeah, you can skip some cutscenes. So important to note right now are challenger worlds. Challenger worlds are special worlds, but these special worlds have various events active that will help you progress through the game even faster without having to do much additional work. You just get additional benefits, additional rewards, things like that, and I think it's very useful, and you should definitely, and you'll even get rewards for your regular server accounts when you actually transfer those characters. So definitely make a character in Challenger World if you are a new or returning player. I can highly recommend that. Just keep in mind, MapleStory has two types of worlds, heroic and interactive. Interactive, you can trade with other people, so there's a whole economy going around that. The heroic worlds are more about solo progression. Right now I'm playing in the EU server, so if you're playing from the NA server, your server names might look a bit different, but heroic and interactive will always be there. So interactive, you want to trade with other people, there's more upgrade options there as well. Most players in MapleStory prefer the heroic servers. Also keep in mind, if you make a Challenger interactive world, you can only jump your character into the interactive worlds. So if you make a character in Challenger interactive, you cannot jump them to heroic, and vice versa. So do keep that in mind when you pick your Challenger world. That is important. So we're gonna go, of course, with heroic, because that's where all my high level characters are. We're gonna create a character, and we're gonna make an Erel, which is a newer character, and this newer character will have very special events active, which will make progression even faster. So as you can tell, MapleStory has a crap ton of classes. So we're just gonna make Erel. Yep. I have always the most original names. You can change some of the looks if you want. Oh, verify that. And let's go. Ooh, what's this? Default. And of course, whenever you set a character, whenever you create your first character that you think you're gonna enjoy, that you think you're gonna main, you should set it as a hyperburning character, because then this character will get a 1+4 level ups, which is extremely fast to level up. However, you should make sure that, however, you cannot change this hyperburning effect easily. I think you can delete a character and then hyperburn again, but if you claimed any rewards past level 200, you cannot claim those again. So I highly recommend that you actually try and figure out first which class you want to play. I actually made a video about that recently, showcasing every class and talking a little bit about what they play like, not super in-depth, but it should give you like a good idea or starting point from where to go. And of course, I'm not going to do any spoilers for the Erel story, so we're going to skip, and we're going to start at level 30, no summary, nothing. I'll play through the story on my own terms. So welcome to MapleStory. First of all, your stats. I highly recommend to just set everything to auto assign. In MapleStory, stats are more of not that important. You can't really do any variations. It's very streamlined. You just have one stat that you put your points in, so you can just do auto assign and it will just do that for you. For example, Erel is a warrior, so you just use strength. Archers use dex, mages use int, and thieves use luck. Except for a few exceptions here and there, like Demon Avenger and Xenon, but besides that it's the same for everyone. So when you just start hyperburning, you can press F1. There's main quests, there are different things you can do. This is your guide menu. However, we're not going to go through the guide, we're not going to do any of these, because we're hyperburning, and hyperburners have a special event where you can kind of blink to level 200 by doing some very easy quests. So we're just going to go and travel to Hanøy's, which I cannot do from this map. So what instead we're going to do is we're going to click on this portal, and then we're going to travel to Hanøy. So it's the same thing, but you have to know something about MapleStory and that there is a lot of spaghetti code. So we're going to go and max our first job skills, because we already started at level 30. The first job advancement skills are already maxable, because we have all the levels already. So we're just going to do that. Spear of the Look for this class is the main attacking skill. I always put my attacks at N. You know, sometimes you do need a regular attack. We're going to use this one. Put it at Del. This is one of our passives, this is a passive, and this is also a passive, the attack speed 1. So in MapleStory you can max every single skill. So no need to worry about if you like maxing the right skill, if you're doing it in the right order. Because you level so fast, it usually doesn't matter. Also because we're in the heroic world, we get an additional meso increase buff as well as a final damage buff. And because we're in Challenger World, we're gonna get a huge amount of buffs as well. This is why Challenger World is so important, especially if you're just starting out or if you're just returning, you get so many buffs. First, before we actually talk to Spiegelman to start our journey to level 200, you should also check the Challenger World events. So you can, for example, claim a character creation reward, which will increase your slots. You also get some power elixirs and some spell traces, which don't really do anything in Heroic. These are tiers you can get by defeating certain bosses. I'll talk more about this in a sec, but just important right now that you just started. Same with the with the burning event, you can just claim your growth stuff. So there you go, we get a lot of gear as well. And then you'll get rewards every single time when you reach a certain milestone up until level 260. Level 260 is where the game basically begins. Well, kind of the game begins at level 1, but you skip to level 30, and with this event you skip to level 200 basically, and then you just start. There's also an event pass, which we can participate in. So let's do that as well. So this is the Erel special event that I mentioned. So there's going to be a lot of rewards just for Erel. So we can, for example, go here, then we can get another pet, which is lovely, and a level 30 equipment box. We're going to get some duplicate rewards here and there, and you know, that's fine. There also are paid passes. There are like 7 paid passes this update, which is kind of crazy. And we're not going to use that for this video. We're just gonna go free to play. Alright, so we got most of our starting rewards. Let's see, we got a medal that we can equip. So we got a level 30 equipment box. I think I got a few level 30 equipment boxes actually. We also got the Maple Pearl set, and this is level 100, 150, level 200, level 100 something as well. I believe you can open this, or at least use it. No, you can open it already, but you can't use it until it's like level 120. Alright, so we're gonna equip all our stuff. We're gonna get a little bit stronger from that. New weapon. These gloves are pretty good. Nice, we can look like Fangblade. And there we go, that's kinda it. Cool. Then we just get started. So in MapleStory, most events unlock at level 101. But because we're gonna do this TerraBlink event, we're gonna get there super fast. So honestly, for these type of things, I just mash spacebar. If you press no on these things, you'll proceed with the mission right away, which will make things a lot easier. Let's see, the only thing is though, that you don't know what you have to do. So you have to actually read again and be like, what do you want me to do again? This guy talks a lot. I haven't set up your potions in the... okay, so this is it. I was thinking about skipping this, but maybe I'm not skipping it, simply because I want people to also know what they have to do. So let's see, and you can see me struggle as well, because reading is hard, you know, as an MMO player. So we're gonna open our equipment window, there's a pet here. We can put the auto potion on for the pet, it's like 50%. There's also gonna be a pet skill, which is gonna be this one, which you have to assign as well. There we go. And a register, assign the TerraBlink skill, and feed pet food. Alright. And there you go. And pet food. Pet is happy. Spiegelman is happy. Let's go. Let's hunt. Oh, I need to do job advancement quest. Well, we already did that, man. And as you can see, when we level up, we're gonna get a lot of level ups. Actually, I just mashed spacebar and I'm already level 55. We have to use the honor EXP. There we go. We can reset that later. All our inner abilities are these things right here. We're gonna reset these later. Every class has different types of inner abilities that they want, so there's gonna be a few things here and there that you want to know about those. But first, let's just get to level 200, and then we can take it from there. Also for the job advancement for Erel, it cannot be used here, interesting, but I can do this though. Sounds good. Lots of talking, boom, job advancement done. And again, for your skills, you can just max everything. So no need to worry about that. And Erel has a lot of passives. So we actually don't need to do or assign anything really. which is very nice. There are a lot of things you can do with your skills though, which I'll explain in a whole minute as well. So you can just double check, make sure everything's a passive. And if I saw the messages correctly, we can do up jump now. And then jump, yeah. Nice, so we can up jump. Now Erel can up jump and then jump to the side, which is so good. I'm also gonna change my settings a bit. In MapleStory there are a lot of useful settings, so I'm gonna change my skill transparency, because as you just saw, you didn't really see my skills, and I want people to actually see the skills, because then you know what it looks like. You can do like different types of damage numbers, effects, you can do screen shake and whatnot. You can also change some things to the UI here and there. There are a lot of useful settings that I highly recommend that you actually turn on. Also like character silhouettes, super nice. Highly recommend that. So now our character skills should look a little bit better. Let's see, this is a buff. So we can do this. Let's just do some passes for now. And we do this. Like I said, it doesn't matter, whatever you do. It really doesn't matter. But just make sure that you at least use your skill points. Alright, we're back, boy. Yep. We're almost level 100 already. We're doing great. Ooh, Erel does feel a lot nicer though, I gotta say, after the test client. So we tested this class before in the test client, and I don't know if it's just me, but the class does feel a lot smoother right now. So at MapleStory there are a lot of quests. There's something called a main quest that you can do, that you can use to level up quickly. However, that's only for characters that are not like hyper burning, because if you're hyper burning, then even the main quest is not as fast. So we already completed the 4 job advancement because Erel is just that good. I love it when you don't have to do like job specific quests. It makes things so much easier. So let me show you another nifty thing that you can do in MapleStory, because MapleStory is a grindy game, right? And there are usually a lot of buffs and things that you have to keep in mind and whatnot. So if you want to make your life easier, you can either use skill sequence. We'll use that once we unlock all of our bursts. Or we can use the skill macros. So for example, with this buff, we can just put it there. And then I think we have one more buff that we can use. Let me check. Yeah, this one. So let's say you have 2, you can also put in skill alarms, by the way, to see if like you get a message then that appears at the bottom right if a skill is back off cooldown again. But because we now have 2 buffs, you can just put them there and then assign them to one button. So if you then press one button, both buffs will appear, just to save some room on your keyboard, you know. We're gonna do that, and we have the other one. And now I think if we do this, no, okay, it didn't work. I need to practice. Yep, alright, what up? Oh, Star Force. Lovely. Please equip the Spiegelman necklace. Yes, sir. And then we have to try and enhance it. I've done this so many times, but every time I still am like, wait, what am I supposed to do? I have to read. So you can enhance stuff by opening the enhance menu right there. There are, as you can tell, there are a lot of things you can do in MapleStory to upgrade, polishing, whatever. The core 3 things in the heroic worlds are Star Force, bonus stats, and potential. So right now we're going to Star Force. If you Star Force, you get this star catching animation that actually increases the enhancement success chance by a few %. But because the chances are rather high, I'm going to turn off the animations. I'm going to disable star catching so I can just mash spacebar. So we're going to be a little bit faster. Of course, if you're actually enhancing your gear, you usually don't want to do this, because, you know, if you have star catching enabled, it will take a bit longer, but at least you'll probably save some meso, right? Because the chances that your item upgrading actually succeeds will be a little bit higher. Alright, and then I believe we have to transfer the item again. So you again open your transfer window here. You select this one, and then this one. And then you can transfer over the stats. It will drop the potential and the stars by 1, as you can tell. But it's whatever. It's a nice way if you have some gear already upgraded and you get some new gear, you can just transfer it and then you'll be able to at least save some meso. You don't have to do everything again. And then we have to equip it right. Also, we can now equip this ring, which is great. Alright, that's all good. He's gonna keep talking. And now we're gonna defeat the giant monster. Yep, sir. Use our buffs. So Erel's pretty strong. Doesn't matter. There we go. Here you go, boss. Right, because we just hit level... Oh, we just hit level 140. I was like, oh, because we hit level 140, and then by the time I finished my sentence, we already were level 160. So we just got all our skill points. So we're just gonna max all the forge of skills. So if I remember correctly, Erel also has... We have these dashes, which are great. I'm gonna do that. And we also have an invincibility frame, which we're gonna put on the T skill. And this one now lasts 10 seconds, right? That's huge. This one got changed as well, compared to the test client update. So much better. There we go, Will of Light. Alright, so now if I do... No. I need to learn how to use my skills, lol. There we go, now we have the shield. Okay, so if you spam those two, and then do that, and then use that one, you get your shield. Very nice for Erel. So we just got our hyper skills as well. So if you click on hyper after you hit level 140, you're going to unlock your hyper skills. So you can, for example, say, okay, I want 20% more damage, I want my spear to have one line of attack. We're also going to go for boss damage, we're going to go for Fury of Roan damage increase, and for sting damage increase. And I think that's mostly it. Alright, we also have hyper stats. And what we're going to do for this one, we're going to drop everything in EXP. Because we want to level up as quickly as possible. So just do EXP obtained. Yep. It's going to be a very minor buff, but because we're going to be grinding a lot after we hit level 200, that's going to help us a lot. And if you don't like them, you can either reset them, or you can just use a different preset. So that's going to be our grinding preset with the high EXP. So level up and unlock on the hyper skills, okay. And then we also have active skills, which are these. Which we're also going to, of course, assign here. This is going to be a buff. Let me just show you already, because I'm going to forget. You can also use skill sequence. And this is basically what you pop before you like go do your burst on a boss. So instead of having to use like different macros, nowadays you can just have a skill sequence. You can have multiple lines. You can also do the same thing for buffs. So if you have a lot of buffs, you can just make a line and then like assign all your buffs there. Or I think the buffs is actually for the EXP buffs and whatnot. So if you have like a lot of potions and buffs you want to use, you can just use that. Alright, so we're gonna attack some more monsters again. We're gonna try and level up. Let's see how good Erel's hyper skill is. Boink. Ah, almost. Almost one shot. Not bad, Erel. There we go, 185. Make sure you open that, because that box has a... Oh, this one is nice. Usually if you find these big monsters in the wild, you're gonna have a huge issue. You're gonna forget about those boxes. Because the boxes only open like every 3... Like they have like a minute before you can open them. Yo, the shield is nice. That's a fat shield as well. 8,000, that's like 30% shield. That's nice. We also have a dash we can use. Should assign my rush skill too, actually. Ah, there we go. Done. Perfect. Bye-bye. And that's it. That's done. And now I should get actually another guide thing. Or not. Yeah, let's move there. Let's do that for... I hate it when there's a light bulb above my head. So we're just gonna go through the story here. Sorry, spoilers. I'll mash through it so you won't see it. They're just gonna say like, wow, Erel, you're so cool, dude. You're so strong. We already saw this in the test client anyway. He's like, I'm leaving, thanks. I'm gonna get stronger. I'm addicted now. I can still get stronger, I can feel it. Alright, so now we have all our hyper skills. We're gonna go to sequence again. We're gonna add this one and that one. There we go. And for the passives, we're gonna go with, like I said, Spear of Luck, boss damage, damage on Fury of Roan, and damage on Sting. And that's kind of it. And for our hyperstats, we're just gonna drop everything in EXP, I feel like. I have to get to the 5th job advancement first. Alright. There is a lot of stuff that we're forgetting though. Let's actually, before we do the 5th job advancement, we're gonna open this. We're gonna select Strength here. Do not select HP. Unless you're a Demon Avenger class, you do not select HP. We're gonna get the weapon. We open this one to get the Frozen Weapon Secondary. This one actually contains a pet. And I don't need a pet right now because we already have a pet. Maybe we'll do that later. I'm gonna check if we get some more pets from some other events. Actually, we can just do this, this. I think the cape is good. See, now we have a lot of gear already that we... something else better, there we go. Oh, even better. Cool, so that's what we look like right now. And then we're gonna go with the... There's a lot of events that just unlocked. So we're gonna get another legendary cryptic. Mysterious and legendary cryptic chest. What is that? Oh, that's just the gear. I thought it was a pet, perhaps. We're just not gonna accept the Rune Abyss. You know, we might get it later, whatever. That's actually also not that useful yet to get. And we can also already claim these as well. Nice. Alright, that's okay. That's not that bad. So this is an event that I participated in before the update. So now I get to claim all these rewards. So if you didn't play MapleStory before, I'm sorry. I'm gonna claim this one, just to showcase which one you should get. So if you get these ring vouchers, these event ring selector coupons, you should be getting the Tenebris, Glory Guard, and Awake ring. All these rings have the exact same stats. So don't worry about which one you're gonna get, just remember that you can only get one of each. So try and get the Tenebris, Glory Guard, and the Awake ring. Yep. Even my cat agrees, I'm not sure if you guys heard that. Dude, chill. We're gonna add some legendary potential. It has luck HP, this is the worst potential of my life. And then we're also gonna start the Night of Phantasms. Yep. This is probably gonna go into another cutscene. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that, so I'll be right back. Alright, and there we are, past the cutscenes. And now we should have unlocked the event, I think. I don't see any quests or anything there. Yeah, there we go. So we can now start all the events. Honestly, the events are pretty good right now. There's like different skills that you can use, that you can research. There's different coin shops as well. Here's a check-in event, which we're definitely gonna do because we're gonna get those, which are actually required for us to level up quickly. This is for bosses, and that's kind of it. We also have the Challenger Pass event that we're gonna start. There's a lot of passives and events that you can start, so we're gonna do that. Genesis Pass, I'm actually gonna get the Genesis Pass because it is very good. And then we have Operation Drive, and so here I think I'm gonna start this after I hit level, because I feel like we're gonna be stuck in some cutscenes there. So just make sure that you start these events, that you can claim your rewards afterwards. But I believe we have a 5th job advancement to do. What up, Memory Keeper? The 5th job advancement has been simplified a lot as well. Like the actual advancement itself, and also the 5th job system has been changed quite significantly. It's going to be a lot faster now. It's going to be a lot easier to get everything to max level. A lot more understandable. Like MapleStory's 5th job skill system was such a mess with like how many things that you need to do and what you need to do, and you could actually mess up, which was pretty annoying. But now it should be fun. Actually, no, we don't need you. We don't need you. Go away. Oh, we can actually do that as well. I believe there should be an. There's gonna be a lot of important quests actually that we're we're gonna do after we hit the 5th job advancement. After I explain the new 5th job system, I'm gonna show you some important quests that you have to do. So here we have to select actually what's important to us, but we don't really read, so nothing is important. Leveling is important to me, but that wasn't an option, unfortunately. There we go. Even the 6th job advancement itself has been made a lot easier, which is so nice. And even for here, you don't need to fight Magnus anymore, I believe. Nope, you're just done. It's so easy now. You don't need to do anything. Before you had to fight Magnus and do like some stuff here and there, like find a boss. And now you're just talking. Talk no jutsu always works. And there we go. She's like, nope, no need to do anything. I'm joking. Please enjoy. Yep. And I think there's gonna be a cutscene now, right? Or maybe that's after we get the after we unlock the new area. So, welcome to the new 5th job advancement system. So basically what happens nowadays, if you use nodes, if you use any type of node, which is like a 5th job resource, we can use 5 of those. You can press escape to speed up the animation. You're gonna get V points. And with those V points, you can actually buff up. Oof, there's a lag there. You can buff up your skills. So you can say like, hey, I wanna add a point here, enhance. We already get all the 5th job skills. You get those already. So you can just level them up. Leveling those up requires actually a lot more points. And I highly recommend that we get some points into this skill, because that one's going to give us bonus EXP. So right now we enhance the Spear of Look. You have to enhance all these skills. Oh wait, I forgot about my summon. Where are you at? Where is my summon? There he is. Well, Erel also has a summon that we should use. And we have this one too, and I think you can just summon 60 seconds. I'm gonna assign it just to see what happens. You can right click. Some skills you can also right click and do certain things with. So always read your skills. Better safe than sorry. Sentinel's Rise is gonna go there. Eternal Guardian is gonna go there. And Destruction of Rome, yeah. And then we also have our sequence, and we're gonna add these there as well. And that's kind of it for the sequence, I believe. So that's gonna be super nice. A greater power, yes. Let's go, boys. We're gonna have another cutscene. We're gonna have another cutscene. Oh boy. Can we skip it? I'm pressing escape. I wonder if we can skip it or not. Looks like we can. No, not this part. That's good though. In case of doubt, mash spacebar or escape. Actually, NPC chat is always tied to spacebar, but if you tie it to the Y, to like yes, you will be able to accept everything if you just mash it down, which isn't always good though, but that's something that you can do. So we're gonna see the big baddies of the game like enter the Arcane River, and it's gonna be our job to stop them. However, we're gonna power through this area anyway, so if you play MapleStory for the story, I actually recommend to not hyperburn, because you're gonna miss out on a lot of story. And then let's go. Yep, step into the Arcade River, please. And then we're gonna have another cutscene. Cutscene story all over again. Alright. Welcome to the Arcane River. This is where we're gonna continue for most of our journey, at least in this video. So we can claim those. We're gonna do that in a bit. Let me actually set up a few things here and there. So we have E and K. So we have a pet, right? And the pet has skills. So we're just gonna, for now, we're just gonna use that one. And was it the third? It was the third job one. And that one, and we're also gonna assign, if you press F11, sorry, F11 is Dutch, F11, you're gonna be able to open up your key bindings, which is also gonna be useful. You can find like everything that you need to know there. So our pet is now gonna buff the skills for us, which will make things a lot easier. We're gonna feed it as well, just so we don't forget. I'm actually thinking let's just use it. Let's see if we can. So I'm actually wondering. No, we can't. Can we use these days? Can you actually use? No, you cannot. Okay. I was wondering if we could do that, but I guess we can't. So this pet does not have like any skills though that are useful. It has 5 skills, Mesomagnet, which is great, but this one has also auto buff, and auto buff is the one that we're looking for. We got the flame title. I have to do this one first. All right, so yes. And you must complete a greater power. Oh crap! I need to do that first. Wow, this looks very different. So the quest is already in progress. Okay, sick. We have to complete the quest a greater power first before we can actually continue. For the greater power quest, you just have to defeat 1 happy Erda, which sounds easy, but these things hit like a truck, so be a little bit careful. Especially for these anti-AFK. I think they should just remove like this one monster from the AFK from the map, but oh well. There we go. Happy Erda, absolutely obliterated. And then we can complete this. Yep. And then we do this. We press yes. We skip arenas. You can skip the entire Arcane River story now. So lovely. Then we're gonna accept this one. We have the Arcane symbol that's level 2. But whatever. This thing gives you like a lot of all stats, attack, pulse damage, arcane power and whatnot. It's super nice. Then we're gonna go to the Erel one. And we can now claim this one. Yes. Well, we could claim it already, but now is a good time to claim it. And for the hyper burning, oh, we also have item burning, right? I keep forgetting. There's so many things happening. The downside of MapleStory these days is that... What? What's wrong? Yes. Oh. I have to time. MapleStory is expecting me to read, man. What the heck? You can't expect me to read. So we're gonna get this one. Yes. Node boost. And also the boss accessory box. Heck yeah. Alright, cool. So in MapleStory, the bosses drop a lot of accessories that are very useful. And we don't have to get those at the moment. You still have to get them, but we don't have to do it right now because we're just gonna get a whole bunch of items. For free. They're all part of the boss set as well, as you can tell. Which means that they're going to be even more powerful. So, level 10 symbol. And then we have the burning gear as well, which we're going to equip. There we go. And then we merge this one. So in MapleStory, there are these symbols that you will unlock for every area in the Arcane River. So the Arcane River has like a few areas. And you're gonna unlock symbols for every area that will increase your arcane power. Arcane power is needed because monsters in these fields have. Do you see that blue little star with the 60? You need 60 arcane power to deal the 100% damage, and if you have 50% over, you deal more damage. But if you have less, you're gonna do less damage, and the monsters will hit harder as well. So to make sure that you can grind effectively and also boss effectively, because some of the bosses will also have an arcane power requirement. You're going to have to use these symbols. You can also use your hyper stats to get some additional arcane power if you want to. But for now, we're just going to get level 10 symbols every time we hit like level 210, 220, 225, etc, etc. So we're also going to consolidate our inventory a little bit. Also, quick tip here, if you have like some items that you want to save, you can actually lock them. So if you then press sort or like consolidate, they don't move. And you can also press the plus here to increase the size. I actually forgot to equip one thing there. Then, oh, and also you saw me use the trade boost potion to get charm. Charm is actually needed to unlock your pocket slot. So I believe, yeah, if you have level 30 charm, if you press B, you can see your professions. And charm you need level 30 of to unlock your pocket slot. There's different things here as well. I believe that insight, ambition are very important. Buff duration could be useful for some classes as well. These are like minor stats, like they don't give you huge in crazy gains or anything like that, but they're useful though. We did that, we did that. Also renting is back, heck yeah. So when you go bossing later, you're going to be able to rent gear using this event. And this is like huge, this rental gear is so strong. It's very expensive as well though. So probably you're going to be bossing a little bit without rental gear first to get some mesos. Then you can use your rental gear to boss, to get like higher level bosses. Rental gear lasts for 2 days now. And bosses reset in MapleStory every Thursday. So Wednesday to Thursday. So if you buy the gear on, for example, Wednesday and then boss with it, you can then use it again on Thursday and you don't need to buy it like twice a week. So it's important that you actually optimize this a little bit because of how expensive it is. So then we also we use the EXP node stones, which will give us a lot more V points. And we're gonna unlock this. It costs 7, right? And then we're gonna say, you know what? Max. Boom. There we go. Rank 22. We're gonna get a crazy amount of EXP. If you don't like what you've done, you can just press reset. And then you just need 10 million mesos and you can reset the whole thing. But for now, this is gonna be very useful. Because we're gonna go crazy with the level ups. And every little bonus EXP that you can get will definitely help. Then we also had the Erel box that we have to claim. So we're gonna get some arcane symbols, some EXP coupons. So there's gonna be a new feature that's gonna be added where you can just say, hey, I want my inner ability to be like this or that. And you can just... so what I'm doing usually, you can just like set what you want and then you'll be able to just get that, which is so much nicer. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually holding down enter and I'm just spam clicking it. And the idea is that you get to legendary. So first you're gonna get to unique and then legendary. This kind of works like potential. It's like a potential stat, but for your character. So in MapleStory there's rare, epic, unique and legendary potential. And you're gonna be able to get better stats the higher your potential rank is basically. So the idea is that you rank it up and then you're gonna be able to get the best stats. And usually the first line is where you get the best stats. And the other 2 lines, I believe they can only go to unique. You're gonna get like some other also decent stats. I think for Erel, he probably wants to get boss damage on his first line. But you can also get different presets here. And then you can, for example, get like buff duration or... I mean, it's not that useful for Erel. But you can also get like drop rate or meso drop rate. Or damage against normal monsters. So when you're grinding, you have that one active. And then when you're bossing, you can do like boss damage and whatnot. So there we go, we ranked it up to unique. And as you can see, the cost also increased. We're just gonna keep clicking. Because even though if we get like the perfect stats here, they're not gonna be as good as they would be if they actually were legendary. I'm gonna do a few more tries and else we're gonna just move on. Because it's just a showcase. If we get like some nice... Oh, there we go. Okay, good. So now I'm going to actually not spam click anymore because now I got to see what we're getting. Attack 30 is also not bad for some classes. That's another attack 30. That's sick. But attack speed plus... Okay, let's just keep it as is. I'm not sure if we actually need this. But right now we have attack speed... level 9, I guess. And we have item drop rate and critical rate, which are all important anyway. So yeah, I'll take it, I guess. Oh, speaking of crit rate, I should have saved those. Dang it! Actually, should have gotten the have gotten this skill as well, sharp eyes. Like 1 point. Oh well, it's fine. It would help us a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna put all of these in that one. Mesos are already an issue. I love it. Alright, so that's that. And I think... Oh, we have the Arcane Seal as well. We're gonna remove the Arcane Seals. We're gonna get a normal core. We're gonna equip this core. Equip. We can also enhance. Oh, wait, to enhance we need to then let's see if we can extract energy. So this is another thing that's exclusive for Challenger World, where you have these arcane seals, where you can unlock them, extract energy, and then you can enhance them to get better bonus stats. So this is gonna help you get a little bit stronger in Challenger World, if it actually works. Okay, there we go. It's just minor stuff. Get them to like +6, +7, and just keep removing seals. This also works with normal, rare, epic, unique, legendary. But the higher your Challenger World rank, the higher your chance of getting a higher ranked Arcane Seal will be. Duo partner and Duo EXP Challenger partner, EXP, whatever, we can just leave those out for now. And I think that's kind of it though for now. We have the XP vouchers. I'm saving the XP vouchers as well. Let's just go and do this. So if you don't have this, don't worry. This is just actually beneficial for the video. Let me actually also show you. Do I have? Yeah, we have event ring cubes as well. Let me also show you what it's like to cube. So double click this and then open your equipment tab. So let's say we have this event ring right here, but the potential sucks. So ideally what you want is you want to have a meso obtained or item drop. And because I'm not a grinder, I'm just going to keep re-rolling until I get something like item drop rate. If we get meso and item drop, then yeah, whatever. It's fine. We're getting a lot of meso obtained. I'm usually not that lucky. If we get like a high amount of stats, I'm also fine. Like if we get 3 lines of strength. I'm actually kind of greedy. And I don't, oh crap, no, we have no mesos. I thought we could keep going. Alright, so anyway, you can reset this. I had drop rate and I rerolled it because I was like, nah, int, I'm gonna be greedy. But then I realized I don't have any mesos. So rerolling actually cost mesos. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna quickly go here. And we're gonna go here. We're gonna sell our spell traces. There we go. Now we have 5 million again. Anyway, as I was saying, I was a little bit greedy. Because I want to have some stats as well. That's a lot of dex. If we had that with strength, okay, so now we have 20% item drop rate and 9% strength, and that's fine. We're gonna keep it. That's good. That's what we wanted. Let's see. Because I just realized there was another thing that I didn't do. Alright, quests. Important. So before we start leveling like crazy, we're gonna do some quests. You have to do the Urgent Summons Root Abyss quest. Because this unlocks the Root Abyss bosses. These guys. Very important for your progression. So you do that. We do the Maple Alliance because I believe we're gonna get a nice little passive buff from this. Nothing super fancy. There we go. We've got the Will of Alliance skill. Where are you at? There we like 5 all stats, 5 attack, magic attack. Nothing crazy, but there are other systems in this game like Legion and Link skills, which do not work in this Challenger World. So we're just gonna use those. Oh, and by the way, the guide menu also have the various rewards, like spell traces, level up pots, and whatnot, which is useful, but not for us right now, because we already are like pretty set on rewards anyway. So we don't need those. There's also one more quest that I have to do. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, sure. Sure, bro. Also no. Which is the collector request. So maybe I'll do this later in the video, but the collector is very useful because he sells these elixirs, which are, if you go bossing, these things are amazing. Like they're expensive, but they give you so many stat buffs that it's highly important that you actually unlock the collector's request quest. But first, let's do some leveling. We've been talking and showcasing too much. We can do Keisuku maybe afterwards as well. I think we should be fine with that. And this is all good as well. Okay, check, double check. Then we're gonna claim this. Yep. Actually, because I did the check-in, we also have this enhanced magic, right? Yeah. So every time you check in, you get skill points, and these you can use to enhance event stats. So what we're gonna do, of course, is we're gonna drop everything in, let's see. I wanna get Arcane River, actually no, let's do Monster Park. Monster Park probably better. Or this one, actually. No, let's do this one. Arcane, because we're gonna do a lot of dailies anyway. And then we can still do 1 point in Monster Park anyway. There we go. So if we do this, you actually get more, EXP from your daily quests that are in the Arcane River. Plus you're gonna be able to get more symbols, which means you'll progress faster. So I mean, it's like 2 symbols a day, so it's not like you're gonna miss out crazy amounts if you don't do this. But I think that's the most optimal one. And then we're gonna get 5% bonus EXP, and let's just do some boss damage as well. All right, good. And then we go back here. We claimed those already. So do you get research coins? Do we need to do anything here that's important right now? I don't think so. There's a store here as well where you can get like a lot of event stuff. The growth tab is always very exciting, very interesting. You're gonna get, I believe, 1,000 coins if you defeat 2,000 monsters. So that one is a nice one to do as well. You want to get, I think, most of the stuff actually. I'll play through this event afterwards, after this video as well. Like, so make sure to stay tuned. Keep your eyes on the channel, as I'll be like do like progression updates every now and then. Then also for Challenger World, I want to open the Challenger World UI. Dude, there's so much stuff happening. I'm lost. We have the seasonal boss. Challenge World, there we go, jeez. There's also an event store here, I couldn't find it, where you can use your coins obtained from the past. So like hunting monsters or defeating bosses will give you coins, and then you can use this in the store to also get different items, like Star Force scrolls, EXP buffs, Soul Air fragments, 6 job materials, all super useful as well. Anyway. The easiest way to level up these days in MapleStory is to get these strawberry farm tickets, like these. And then what you want to do is you want to use them, go in here, say yes I want to enter. Make sure you have your arcane stone ready, because this one will give you a little bit of XP boost as well. Don't use your buffs before you enter this map, use them after, because your buffs reset. And Holy Symbol has a cooldown. So now we have, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna get even more bonus EXP, 7% bonus EXP, let's go. There's no Panel of the Spirit that I saw this time around, which is too bad. You get more bonus EXP from that as well. But now we're just gonna go here and we're just gonna hunt, and we're gonna place down our summon. So that can get to work as well. And then we just chill, we just hunt. And I think we should be able to get to like level 210 from this. So you're gonna fill up your EXP potions from here as well. They're gonna fill up really fast. You can go in and out again to like use them, but honestly, if I have to wait for 2 minutes for my Holy Symbol to get off cooldown again, it's whatever, man. It's not worth it. It's not efficient, as we Maplers like to be. There we go. There's every now and then a big monster spawns in this map, and you're going to be able to get like a huge amount of EXP from that as well. So as you can see right now, we're just going to level up like crazy. And also, before, with the 5th job advancement, you'd had to like enhance your slots and whatnot. That's not the case anymore. So no more enhancing anything. I think you can maybe even also optimize by getting a special node that like increases EXP every... What's this? Every time a rune is activated. Actually, do we still have the EXP one? Because they removed some of those. Relentless attack, boss slayer, boss, EXP. Character building, that's the one you want. So if you attack 100 times, you're gonna get 50% bonus EXP for 20 seconds. You can also make this one actually, but then you need 14 points. So that's something you can also do if you want to optimize your strawberry farm runs. Looks like our thing expired. Just putting it back. And right now we have 124% critical rate. Oh, sick. From the abilities, well, right, and equipped item and skills. Oh, wow. I was worried that we might actually need to put some points in critical rate, but I guess not. So the best next thing though is critical damage. This one buffs up your damage quite a bit as well. So we're just killing 1,000 monsters here, and then we're gonna be able to skip a few areas and get a ton of rewards, and then we're gonna be able to level up even faster. It's gonna be lovely, man. Even though this video has been going on for an hour already, it's just because we're explaining a lot. Like, if you don't actually want to have the explanation, you're gonna be able to breeze through everything so much faster. It's so nice. Also, I like this skill. It does some heavy damage. There's a lot of lines there. A lot of damage lines. And you don't even need to use like any of your other skills or whatnot. Like, because the buffs, we put our buffs on auto, and Holy Symbol, we just need to keep in mind that we refresh it in 50 seconds. So just to showcase, if I go out now, you can go out and in, doesn't matter. You can, for example, say, hey, I want to use this, and I want to use the other one. Yep. Because our Holy Symbol is back off cooldown, and then you just enter again. And you finish where you left off, but as you can see, all your buffs expired. And then you just keep going, so we get 10.5 levels. 2.5 levels every time. Not bad, not bad. And then the final one. That's why I want to optimize this a little bit, because you're gonna get so much EXP, but if you get like just slightly more EXP, then that's gonna be huge. You can't use any other EXP buffs in that area, by the way, so that's also why it's important. Alright, so then we're gonna say reverse city. We're gonna say yes, we're gonna skip. We're gonna get some arcane symbols from this, and then we're gonna do choo-choo. We're gonna say yes, and we're gonna skip that as well. I'll show you the dailies in a bit, after we unlock a few more areas, so we're gonna do a little bit more grinding. Then we say, well, yeah, we hit level 210, give me that. And also for the burning event, we're gonna say yep, and I want that. I want the node stone, we're gonna get another ring, let's go. Yes. And even more cubes. So we're just gonna do this. This is level 1, whatever. We're gonna get another ring, and then we're gonna get, which one do we have already? Just double checking. The Heroic Tenebris. Alright, then we're gonna want the Glory Guard ring. There we go. We have 4 ring slots, so we can just add it as well. Now we could actually just start cubing that, but whatever. We'll do that later. Also, oh wait, I did have those. Oh no, I should have used them. So we could have gotten character building. So V Matrix, we're gonna get character building as well. Yep. You can just equip it, and then we have that. And then we're gonna add max here. We're gonna get some critical damage. And I think it's about time that we actually... I'm just gonna unlock them. They don't do anything just besides a small damage buff. But it's just that I won't... It looks nice when more stuff is unlocked, I guess. Let's see, and then we have... I'm actually wondering which one is the most important skill for us. Because I feel like they're all important. Anyway. We're gonna put some points in Arcane Power as well. Because the monsters that we're gonna face, they also have Arcane Power. And because we didn't do any of our dailies. I mean, we do have 2 level 10 symbols and the title. But still, the more Arcane Power that we have, the easier it will be. So we have 320 right now, which should be fine. And then we go here. And then we just go back. We also have this one, which is even more node stones. I think we're good with the node stones. We already have max Holy Symbol. Which is the most important one. And then you just keep grinding. And because we have a lot of these strawberry farm tickets, you're going to be able to get like so many different, so many fast level ups. But these days in MapleStory, especially early on, the best way to level up is not... Oh wait, I need to actually use Holy Symbol. Let's actually do one thing. Because I'm going to keep forgetting that I have to use those skills. And the other ones are less important. So we're just gonna... We're gonna assign Sharp Eyes and Holy Symbol to our pet, so our pet will just auto buff us. So I won't forget, because I will forget. As you just saw already. I will definitely forget. It's intriguing how sometimes I'm trying to spam like skills to get my shield. And sometimes it feels very slow, so I need to figure out if there's like a correct order. Like maybe it's Anvil S. No, also not. Interesting how that works. We're gonna try a few times. So if you use Sting of Roan and Fury of Roan, you should be able to get your shield to work. But either I'm doing it wrong or it's clunky, and because I have no self-reflection, it's probably because it's clunky, right? Yeah, definitely clunky. Definitely not me. I'm trying to spam 3 skills at the same time and it doesn't work. Maybe I'm spamming it too much. I'm just trying to figure out how this shield works. Because that's going to be super useful for when we go bossing actually. Like if we go find Sakum and we don't want to get wrecked. Let's actually read. So we have Radiant Control, no, Radiant Shock, Radiant Will. I mean, we have time. Sentinels, Fury Roan. We have our Sting. By comboing Fury of Roan and Sting of Roan by using Spear of Luke. There we go. Okay, so spam Spear first. Like spam this one first. And then these two at the same time. So don't start with Sting of Roan or Fury Roan. Start with the Spear. And then spam the other two quickly. Okay, got it. Roger that. I think we're gonna do one more strawberry farm, and I think we can then just go fight Chaos Cocoon. Then we should be fine. We can do our first boss. So we get a lot of boss accessories, right? Which is lovely. However, it's also important that we get these boss accessories ourselves as well. So that's why I'm saying we should go fight bosses as ASAP. And then do our dailies. Dailies is the main progression driver. Dailies at Monster Park. Which is technically also a daily. But yeah, those are your main progression drivers. And bosses also give reward points, which is even better. We only got 1 level, man. That is not a lot. We're gonna get Choo-Choo. So there's a few side areas. Like Vanishing Journey has Reverse City and Choo-Choo has Yum Yum. So we're just gonna go here, here. And we're gonna say yes, and then we're gonna skip. It's so nice, like I've played through these stories a million times already, so it's very nice that you can actually skip them. And let's see, is there also any, yeah, 215 also as reward. Let's go. And Rebirth Flame. I'm actually gonna claim those later because we don't really need to upgrade any of our bonus stats really. So we're just gonna keep those as is. And then we also have the Shine is only 220. What do we get? Absolap, Pendant, or Dominator Weapon, Arcane Weapon, and XP vouchers. Okay. I believe we're already gonna have like 3000 XP vouchers then. Confirm. And then we use this one too. I'm just gonna, I feel like we're just gonna... we 4 skill, let's just do everything to level 13. I actually don't really optimize like the correct order of leveling these things. I just feel like your 6 job skills, or 50 skills usually are pretty good. Like when it comes to dealing with bosses and whatnot. So we're just gonna get those, level up those first and then focus on this one. I feel like Holy Symbol is probably the most important for us as we are right now. So there we go. We also, we actually need to do the collector quest as well before we go fight Chaos Cocoon. I mean, we're not gonna use those spots probably anyway, but just to showcase perhaps. And there's also Gollux. Gollux is another boss. The quest I believe is called like Gollux, the something something of corruption, chains of corruption or something. Which is also super super important for your progression, because the boss Gollux drops a belt. Well, he doesn't drop a belt, you can buy a belt. Does he drop belts? No, he does drop belts. He drops belts, and you can also from him get a ring. He drops earrings, and you can get a pendant from him, from a store. And those are like super important for MapleStory, for your progression. So Gollux, the Chains of Corruption, is also a super important boss. This is a region exclusive boss, and if you fail his entry, you cannot actually try again though. So it's important that you first look up like what that boss is all about before you actually go fight him. I feel like you want to spam Strawberry Farm tickets until you hit level 230. And then after that, you can use your EXP vouchers and level up potions and whatnot. Strawberry Farm really falls off. Like I feel like it's already falling off though. Where are my buffs? Yo, Holy Symbol is not cast. Ugh. I was like, why am I not seeing Holy Symbol? That's the one downside of having pet buffs active, because you don't control it. So my pet was probably spamming it before we entered. 3, 2, 1. There we go, now it used it. Oh, I grouped all the mobs. I feel like there's a nice timing that you have to do for your spear and sting to work. There we go. Alright, so now we're getting the bonus EXP. Jeez, missing out on 30% bonus EXP, that's rough. Also, you cannot use triple XP cards or whatnot in this area. So don't bother with trying to use XP vouchers, it doesn't work. We did hit 220 though, so that's nice. I feel like we need to do 3 more Strawberry Farms to hit level 230. And then we can do our dailies too. And dailies give a huge amount of EXP. And there's also Monster Park, which gives a huge amount of EXP as well. So like I said, for MapleStory these days, you don't really grind that often. I mean, you can if you want. Like, grinding is always beneficial. But you don't need to. You can just do your daily quests, and then that's kind of it. Which is very nice. We're also leveling up as much as possible before we start our dailies, because the higher the areas that the more areas we unlock in the Archean River, the easier your dailies will become. It will just be, you have to do less and less. So you'll see that the let's see, daily quests start. You can like skip then a few of the daily quests, which is very nice. Yeah, let's go. Skip. Level 220 already. Never forget to actually claim all your stuff. So now it's interesting. We're gonna get an Absolab weapon and a Dominator pendant. And normally I'd say you always go for the Dominator pendant first, because you can actually you can transfer Absolab weapons between characters now. However, we're gonna get 2 of those boxes. And we also have a Fafnir weapon. Wait, does burning gear not come with a weapon? I was about to say, am I crazy? Challenger, there should be Challenger weapon as well. So the Challenger weapon, unfortunately, already is going to be better than the Absolute weapon, I feel like. So, especially after you defeat Kael'Saqum, it's like, it's not going to be that great. So let's see, right now we have 2 million damage range, we got quite a few things in there. Let me just do this. We're going to do this, we're going to do crit damage. This is going to go to 10. We're going to do boss damage to 10. We're going to do ignore defense to 10. Ignore defense is a super important bossing stat. And then we're going to drop the rest in damage. So this is going to be our bossing preset. So let me actually show you. Oh god, where do we do that again? I set it up once and then I never touched it again. Let me check. Character presets. So you can have different presets for your stuff. So you can, for example, also say like, hey, for equipment, I have a preset for grinding with like drop gear, and then another preset with other gear for damage. So what you can also do is you can say like, hey, I want my preset to be like my number 2 preset. It's my bossing one. So I have different hyperstats, different abilities and whatnot, and apply those. And then if you press F11, there should be sequence, key settings. You can do a swap preset. So you can say like, hey, I wanna change to preset 2 or preset 1. And for B, it will just change my hyperstats, but that will help you easily swap between bossing gear and bossing stats and grinding gear and grinding stats. So let's just see if we can go find Saqum. I think we should be fine. 2 million damage range is enough these days. One thing that I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna go to settings and I'm gonna lower the effects of my skills, because I would just love to see what I'm doing. So defeating Saqum is also important for your item burning. So to get like additional stats on your item burning gear, you'll need to defeat Kael'Saqum. So we're gonna get this if we solo Kael'Saqum. So let's see if we can. So you can buy potions from the collector if you complete the collector quest. I think we should be fine though. I don't think we're gonna need those. I hope. So now you can, for example, say, okay, I want to use my skill sequence. I'm gonna place down my summon. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna put my shield hopefully, and then I'm gonna burst. And as you can see, Erel's burst is really fast. And as you can see, Kael'Saqum is literally melting with how much damage we're doing. I wonder where my dudes went. I don't even see them anymore. So now he's doing damage. Is he doing damage deflection or he just can't hit him? I just can't hit him. Okay, good. Saqum also can do damage deflection, by the way, so be careful about that. You see the ones? Nope. Can't hit him still. This is his mechanic, by the way. Don't be alarmed. I didn't realize that the arms, you could also do one against the arms. That's interesting. If you press up, you can actually evade the arms as well. Okay, there we go. Second phase, I'm presuming, is gonna happen soon. Can activate some of our buff again. Ooh, that's a bit misaligned there. Anyway, there we go. Defeated our first weekly boss. That wasn't too bad. So now we're going to be able to get... We can sell this for mesos, by the way. That's going to give us a huge amount of mesos. We actually got a new condensed power crystal, a new aquatic leather accessory. We're going to upgrade those, and on your accessories like this, you can also get drop rate, sorry, for your potential. So the plan is to get potential for drop rate on both of these. So we can hopefully find even more stuff. And then also, if you go to the collector, you can sell 14 weekly boss crystals a week. and they go for a lot of mesos. So now we just suddenly have 80 million mesos, and then you can use that to get more cubes and whatnot, and to get other items. Plus, item burning can complete. Yep. So bonus stats rank up, and we get challenger keys. I think we're gonna be naked, right? Yeah, this is gonna unequip your gear all the time. That's gonna be super annoying. So there we go. And now we're gonna be a little bit stronger. And then we can do the same thing if we defeat Chaos Venom and whatnot. Let me actually check. Because we have all the gear, but we don't have a pocket slot item. So what we're gonna do then is we're gonna press F1 again. We're gonna go to boss content. So just below Chaos Succumb there is Chaos Pink Bean. And this boss will give you a Pink Bean Cup, which is what we're gonna go for. We're just gonna quickly try and get this, just to see if we can fill up all the slots in our equipment. So you have to talk to this guy. I recommend standing over here, because if you stand over here, then this statue will start doing damage reflection, which is very annoying. And because we're so strong, we should be good with how quickly we defeat this boss anyway. Pet with Autopod is also amazing. I'm gonna save my burst for until after we get to defeat the statues and go fight Pink Bean. There we go. Oh, I'm getting dragged. That looks weird. And my keys are reversed. And then we just do the same thing here. I think we can do a little. No, I was darkness. Shouldn't have pressed the burst button. I was like, I'll do a mini burst. Oh, damage reflection. The statue at the top has damage reflection. Yo, the up jump is so nice now. I love it. Oh my god. The misses. So these things do super weapon defense up, which is also annoying because now it looks like they're doing damage reflection, but they're not. Just keep your eyes on the statue, because the statue at the top can do damage reflection. Such a silly old mechanic that doesn't really translate that well in modern MapleStory, but oh well. You know, I think we're just gonna use our burst. Even though our full burst isn't up, it's whatever. Oh, damage reflection. Careful. You should stop attacking. As soon as you see 1 damage, you're like, well, it's over. Wait for it, and there we go. Not the mini beans. I think we can maybe also sweat some of the Root Abyss bosses, but no need to do that on day 1, honestly. I mean, probably, but not right now. We're gonna want to actually do some more level ups first, I think. Maybe once you hit level 230, you're gonna be very comfortable fighting Chaos Venom. Pink Bean does do damage reflection on a set timer though. So if you can kill him fast enough, you don't have to worry too much about damage reflection. There we go, and we got a Pink Bean Cup. Let's go, lovely. We got everything that we wanted and more. We actually found an epic belt key, believe it or not. That's actually kind of sick, with 6% strength too. Anyway, this is what we came for. Wow, that's actually really good. We got a nice belt. That's actually a rare drop to find an epic item. So let me show you another upgrade mechanic. So right now we have this Pink Bean Holy Cup, but it has really horrible bonus stats, magic attack, luck and whatnot. So we, let me check, where did we get it again? I think it was hyper burning. We got some flames. So So let me show you. You can double click stuff if it makes it easier. You don't have to open the window all the time. Any bonus, any plus is good for me. 68 strength is pretty good. So ideally, you want to have a really high number of flat stats, so strength for example, but you also want to get like all stat percentage and attack power too. That's the combo that you want to go for. I mean, we're kind of min-maxing now, but also like having no strength is not that great. I'm gonna keep you going. Whatever, it's fine, it's for the video. Let's go until we have 75 left, so 10 more. Sometimes we get lucky, sometimes you don't, it's fine. So ideally we get like 60 strength, 4-5 attack and 5% all stat. That would be perfect. You can keep going if you want, but also we have a lot of other gear that we want to flame eventually anyway. So nah, we're gonna keep it as is. This is already great. We already got a little bit more damage range. So IED is actually also very important for the Root Abyss bosses. So we want to up that as well a little bit. One way to do that, of course, is through your hyperstats. But you can also scroll. Should I show that actually? Let me see. If we go to Challenge Your World, I think ideally we actually do have some points already. Oh, that's nice. You can get these epic potential scrolls. Yes. And we're gonna use that. So your emblem, secondary, and your weapon can all get like attack and whatnot, but also, for example, you can get IED on them. So let's just go with the emblem for now. We're gonna get 6% attack. But I don't even want to change this, never mind. So you want to upgrade, you want to focus on these two first, get like boss damage, IED, or attack percentage. I believe the emblem couldn't get boss damage, so only the secondary can get boss damage, but you can get IED on them. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. It's like, I started at 6 in the morning so I could finish this video before I had to work. For you guys. So, good. I think that's perfect. You know what? I'm just gonna show you guys. I'm thinking like, well, what else can I do? What's important? Let me show you. Start. Yep. Accept. And we're also gonna do choo-choo. So you have to defeat 300 monsters, right? And then for Ledgelin you have to defeat 500 monsters. But every time you unlock a new area, this is gonna go down. So let's just say we're gonna go to Reverse City. I'm gonna go to this map. Because the monsters are a bit stronger and I get a little bit more XP from them. So we just quickly try and defeat 100 monsters. Oh, I can't use any... Actually, does this work? Does this keep attacking even if I don't do anything? We need to spawn though. No, spawn here. I'm wondering. Because I saw people in the test client actually... Ooh. The range on his main attack is not that sexy. Like I have to really jump and then at the end, the highest point, see? Of my attack. Oh. Not that nice. Anyway, we just completed it. You know what? Let's just do everything. Oh, there we go. Yep. Food in abundance. If you do that, then you're going to be able to... you have to do less. So let's just do choo-choo, because now that's still 300, but yeah. Oh, food in abundance was for the PQ. So there's... Yeah, let's just do the hunting missions. There's gonna... where should we go? Oh, there's a cooldown. We don't have a hyper teleport rock. That's actually horrible. So we don't have hyper teleport rock, so we're gonna have to work with whatever we have. Let's go to Hidden Elliott Field. You can just teleport using the map, but only if you have a hyper teleport rock, else there is going to be a cooldown. Also, we're going to switch back to our grinding preset. Because we want to get the bonus EXP, of course. And we're gonna use this rune. Runes give bonus EXP as well. You get like double the EXP plus another effect. So you want to activate those whenever you can, whenever you do dailies, whenever you're hunting. And then we also have this map effect that appears because we have the event active where you have with the dog. What the dog doing? And now we have to defeat 300 monsters here in this area and then do 300 again, 500 in the other area. And we're gonna get some reward points. Oh right, reward points, I should show that as well. So every time you defeat a boss, a weekly boss especially, you're gonna get reward points. And those you can use in the cash shop to, for example, be able to equip multiple pets at the same time. Or to buy additional Monster Park entry tickets, things like that. Super important, that's why bossing is so important as well. And of course your pet loots for you, which is also very nice. Another tip that I can give is when you're grinding... We have no points, that's unfortunate. Did I get some... I did get some. I got 1 note, sick. That's not a, and rope lift as well, that's not a lot. There's a skill called Erda Shower. Is it Erda Shower? What is it called? Erda Shower, there we go. Which is a place down summon. Okay, so also why it's important to get drop rate. You're going to be able to find node stones when you're grinding, as well as 6 job materials in the higher level areas. So it's important that you actually get your drop rate. Let me quickly go to Latchlin and then show you guys the cash shop. F5. I'm still used to it being on like the another button. Oh, my recording ended. There we go. Recording is back. So here you can use reward points. So there's going to be special. Oh, not that one. Where is it? Maple rewards. It was special. You can buy additional pets. You can buy pet snack, which you'll need if you want to actually have multiple pets equipped at the same time. So super important there. And you can buy additional Monster Park entry tickets. Additionally, if you have the Mesos, you can also buy Monster Park entry tickets for Mesos. But because we are already pretty poor, we only have 80 mil at the moment. So ideally you want to use your reward points if you can. So just, I keep forgetting, man. This new cash shop. You can also buy cubes here as well if you want to. But those are a little bit expensive. Like I'd say you'd rather save up for pet snacks, additional Monster Park entry tickets, and revives for your pets. And maybe even some other pets as well. So reward points are very important because of that. There we go. Then, did I also collect all the burning rewards already? I did. Okay, so we need to get to 225 to get the next EXP node stone, so I can show you guys the Erda thing. Alright, let me just show you how... Oh wait, it's also a good one. The planner. Let me show you guys the planner next. Because there's going to be a lot of dailies and stuff that you can do in this game. And it's going to be overwhelming and it's going to be annoying. So what you want to do is you want to have your planner. And I'm talking as I'm trying to find where the planner is. So with the planner, you can do like daily content, like, yeah, I want to do Monster Park. You can also do Maple Tour for Mesos, by the way. Don't forget about Maple Tour, guys. That's there too. You can get Mesos every week. We have to do Maple Tour as well. I completely forgot about that. This is where you can see all your daily quests. And you can just start and complete everything from one go. Same with the weekly content. You can do like Erda Spectrum, Hungry Muto. These are all different weekly things that you can do to get EXP as well as Arcane Symbols. And we're going to do this quest too. And that's fine. And then also you can select like which bosses that you actually want to do. So I want to do a Heartful Leon, Chaos Horntail, Acarium, Ramaru, and then all these guys. We just want to do as many bosses as we can. And this will help you keep track of which boss you've defeated and which boss you haven't defeated. Let's do normal for now. Actually, that's fine. For now, that's fine. So you can actually go to these bosses directly, and you can check like, hey, I haven't defeated Harp Magnus yet, maybe I should give that a go, or I haven't defeated this or that yet. Like for example, I hope we can actually fight them and I don't need to do like a certain quest line. We can, for example, go to Acarium, because Acarium drops this pendant, but the regular one. And the Carium is an easy boss these days. We should change our presets though. Never forget. Pet's hungry. Feed the pet. Activate buff sequence. Like it's already, I don't even need to do anything. We got the Machinator pendant, alright. Not what we're looking for, but that's fine. That's also why drop rate is so important. So now we got this pendant, which actually is better. Oh, actually it is better than the Maple Pearl pendant. Perfect. Equipped. There we go. And now we're even stronger. Well, it was probably better because of the set effect. Yeah, now we have 9 set effect. That's why. That's why it's so good. Perfect. And one other thing that I want to show you is you can actually customize these as well. So you can, for example, say, hey, my planner, I want to have easy access to that. Or, hey, where's my boss thing? I want to have my bosses in there, save. And then if you press escape, you can just easily go to your planner. Oh, sorry, if you press escape. If you go here, you can then easily go to your planner and complete. So let's see, we are 30% right now. And then if we complete this, we get 3% from this. And we get 8% from this, and then we still need to do the Latchinum one. So as you can tell already, actually I should have started this one before we completed it, but oh well. Now I have to wait 2 days. Whatever, it's fine, it's only 3 nodes. So as you can tell, doing your daily quests will give you a huge amount of EXP. So dailies is where it's at. Let's sell our crystals. See, we have 160 mil already. We're gonna be rich, boys. We're gonna be so rich. Another thing to keep in mind is that... fuck, I lost my train of thought. Alright, familiars. Let's do familiars. Familiars is a super important system in MapleStory. Extremely important. You can press E and then you can open it here. You can find familiars that also have bonus stats and whatnot. And there's also different badges that will give you some minor stats, but also like some rather decent stats like IED, attack power, things like that. This system is very important. So what you want to do is you want to actually get 1 badge, because if you get 1 badge, you're going to be able to use 2 familiars at the same time. Familiars can also like heal you during battle, they can provide boss damage, they're so good. Familiars are super important in this game. So what you want to do is you want to go and collect these 3 familiars. So you actually no, let's go here. Ah, right, that's what I wanted to do. I now remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to check if there was another way for me to show you how to get these. So do we actually have? Because I lost my train of thought just a minute ago. So we already got 3 of those, right? And we don't have any more of them. So you want to have more of them to level up. So if you actually go to the coin shop. Oh, you're gonna use in town. You can get, I think one strawberry farm ticket was like 200 coins. So what you want to do is you want to just hunt 2000 monsters next, get the coins, and then enter strawberry farm ticket, and then enter the strawberry farm again until you get the tickets, enter the farm again until you hit like level 230. For me personally, I'm not doing that, and that is simply because I already did the summer check-in event. So I have. Well, I guess only 1. I have 1 more. Let's see if that's enough or not. Ooh, also. Let's actually try and get stronger as well. So this is, I'm not gonna continue doing this because this is gonna be like one continuous video. So I don't want to be here for the next hour of this video trying to find 3 familiar cards. But go to this map. Try and find the familiar card. Then go to the next map. And try and find 1 here as well. It will drop eventually. It might take a little bit. And then 1 more from these monsters. And once you find all 3 of them, use them. And then you're going to be able to unlock your next... you're going to get your first badge. And then you're going to be able to unlock your second slot for your familiars. So you can start working on that as well. We're not finding anything. Usually I get those relatively quickly. We did find a sick warrior helmet though. Nice. So that is important to do. Let me show you some more upgrading. Let's get stronger as well. Show you what to focus on. So you want to do that, you want to do your dailies. Another really important thing is to do Monster Park. Just make sure to accept the quest over here before you do anything. You can enter Monster Park twice a day for free, and 7 times a day if you buy the additional tickets from the cash shop. This gives a huge amount of EXP as well. So yeah, you wanna enter Monster Park. I'm not doing it right now because we're gonna level up using the Strawberry Farm tickets, and then I don't want to be inefficient. I'm sorry. Also, you probably, if you're like a new returning player, you can't really do this, and I'm sorry, but I want to show you what it's like to actually upgrade. So we're gonna get the unique scroll, as well as some cubes, and then this one too. And we're gonna claim the Strawberry Farm ticket. Like, you can just use the event store for this, or you're gonna have to save up, unfortunately. But because yeah, we already actually did a few things. So you can get the Princess No secondary. There's a boss called Princess No, which also drops a secondary. But what drops these things that you need to use to get a secondary. But it's gonna take a little while, and the additional stats are not like that amazing. I mean, they're good, just not that good. So you want to get that, but it doesn't matter if you want to start like upgrading right now, because we need damage, right? We need to get stronger. So we're just gonna go and upgrade this real quick. And then hopefully we stop rolling int and luck and we actually get some decent stats. Like, for example, IED attack. That's what you want to go with. Okay, not great, but 15% attack with the amount of cubes that we have, we take that. So for this one, ideally we rank it up first. But knowing my luck, we're probably not even going to rank it up. We're going to be like depressed. There's different types of cubes. Like, these are the cubes that actually have a higher chance to rank up and to roll better stats. Plus you can select which potential you want to use. However, this also means that these are the more expensive cubes to buy, at least. And as I say that they have a high chance to rank up, we're not actually ranking up anything. Ah, there we go. See, if you complain enough, the game will be like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean it. We also have attack power for this. I actually wanted to get some IED, because we're so lacking on IED. But then I want IED plus something else because I'm greedy. Shouldn't have done that. Too bad. We're gonna keep this one. So ideally you want to get some IED on these, but we just got a huge amount of attack power as well, so we're even stronger now. Also not bad. Well, I mean, I'll take it. So we got the cubes from there, but you should also be able to get... You get cubes from here as well. Not as good ones, but you get cubes from there too. And even from the... this one. From this store you can get cubes as well. And I believe also from the event. So if you go to this one, you're probably going to get some cubes here too. Only at the end. Never mind, that's going to be a while. That's gonna be way too late. Never mind that. And there's also still the Operation Drive that I didn't even start to use yet. Oh, alright, we got this one too. I completely forgot about you. I actually wonder, because I'm just gonna get the Absolab weapon just because we get duplicate boxes. So whatever. Oh, Absolab. It's not even better, right? Is it? Yeah, it's not even better than the Challenger weapon. So, yeah, you don't really need that. I mean, whatever. I was just curious to see. I guess if we have decent, like, bonus stats, it might be slightly better, but only for a little while. Like, if I would use... I'm just wasting resources, by the way, for science. I think if we roll, like, if we get some attack power, the weapon is actually going to be a little bit better. So this is also a nice one. So what you do here is... This actually breaks the set effect of your Challenger set, though. So you're going to lose 10% IED and magic attack and attack. However, are those in my inventory? Yeah. You can use keys. Use this key by dropping it into an armor or weapon slot. And then the effect... So right now this has an Absolab effect. But the Challenger effect is actually better. So what you want to do is you want to say, yo, make this a challenger weapon. So now this weapon will suddenly be part of the challenger set. I think that's how it works. Yes, so see, now that is added. So then we just say yes. And now it should be part of the challenger set as well. See, we have the Initia weapon. I believe that's how it works. Right? Yeah, okay, it does work. See, attack and magic attack and IED. Yes, it does work. So basically we have the 8 set effect again. So that way you can actually use your Ab-Slap weapon and you're going to be slightly stronger than... Okay, I did it right. I had to read there, my apologies. So then we're just going to do more strawberry farm tickets and we're going to keep going with that until we hit level 260. We also got our first XP vouchers. And we're going to use those next. So we're going to do one more strawberry farm. And then we're going to claim those as well. And then once we hit level 225, we're going to get... Oh, we're not going to get any XP vouchers. We need to get to 230 to get the other XP vouchers. Okay. So after this, I'm assuming the next logical thing to do would be to actually go farm 2000 monsters. But let's see, because I feel like we're going to be able to like make our dailies a little bit easier. So that's going to be more efficient if we do it like that. And then we still need to do the weekly quest as well. I think that's mostly it though for MapleStory for the early game. Like, just do that until you hit level 260. And then 260 is going to be a whole lot of beast with like a new system. Where basically it kind of works the same as the 5th job system. You just have different skills with a different UI that you actually need to use the Sol Erda and Sol Erda fragments to level up. So instead of having those stones, you have 2 of those resources. But besides that, the system kind of works the same, except for Erel, I guess, who has a bit of a different system together with Sia. But that should help you at least get started. So yeah, make sure to start all the events. Events are the easiest way to level up these days. I actually was expecting a little bit more from the rewards, but I guess I was spoiled because we got a lot of reward points or maple points in the test client, so I could buy all the passes. But now we're not buying any passes. Oh, and also let me show you after we're out of here that you should also do you claim your pass stuff as well. So if you do dailies, if you hunt monsters and whatnot, you're going to be able to claim stuff from your passes. That will also give you additional rewards and whatnot. That's also very important. So we're just going to clear out those real quick. This is already going to be like a 2-hour video almost, like 1 hour and 40-50 minutes. So I feel like that's enough to get you going in MapleStory. And honestly, I'm a noob. Because I forgot to turn on my XP stuff again. No. Can I just change it like this? Okay, I can, thank goodness. And then you just keep leveling up your skills. Like, I would recommend, I think it would be better to just max out those first and then go for these. I feel like that's probably the best play. But if you're like struggling a lot with grinding, you could, for example, do some more points in this one. I would say after these 4, just go from left to right. Maybe this one and then this one. Those are probably the most important ones. Oh, actually, I wanted to show one more thing, I forgot. I wanted to show the Air to Shower skill too. I hope we can make it though. Because if we're gonna have to grind, it's gonna suck. No, we can't make it. We're gonna have to do our daily. Oh no. The video is gonna continue a bit longer. But the nice thing is you can also reset your 5th job skills now with mesos. So that's super useful. So even if you make a mistake or you feel like you want to change something, just use your mesos. Change it. Easy peasy. Yeah, we're gonna have to do our dailies, guys. We're gonna have to defeat 500 monsters. Boom. And also, of course, if you feel like you're lacking like damage or anything, just add your points here. So now we're gonna do F1. We already started, we're gonna go to Chicken Festival 3. I feel like that's a good map. Nice and big. Or if you don't like it, the Victory Plate Street is also nice. And this one has usually higher burning as well, compared to the Dancing Shoe. The Dancing Shoes map is very nice, but it's also very popular. And I think if I put my summon here, it will hit... Ah, it only hits those. Okay, then what if I do it here? Okay, yeah, that's better. Also, this trigger thing gives bonus EXP as well, so that's super nice. I actually wonder if I summon this thing, what does it do? Jumps in the air and causes a shockwave, damaging enemies. It's just a skill that does damage, right? That's actually pretty sick. Can we add it to our burst sequence? No, we cannot. We can add the other skills though. Okay, that's good. We have another rune because we were doing some other stuff. So as you can see, like here, you have like Challenger World, Research Missions, Challenger Pass and whatnot. So we haven't actually, I don't think we actually did anything that allows us to get any rewards from the Challenger Passes. Or any of the other passes. So Challenger Pass, for example, weekly missions. So these are all the things that you have to do to get points, and then you can get all these rewards. Yeah, so we haven't done anything like that yet. So we're gonna have to keep grinding for a little while. There's also gonna be the hunting missions, right? So where you get coins as well for from the Challenger World itself, not the pass. I'm just gonna make sure that we loot our mesos. I feel like this Challenger World's a little bit more chill compared to the other one. I felt like the other one was a little bit faster even. They toned it down a little bit. Or maybe because I was very invested in that one and I just kept grinding like crazy. That could also be a possibility. The new Challenger World that's coming in 6 months is going to be even crazier though. We're going to get 5000% bonus EXP between level 200 and 260. So we're going to be able to level up like crazy afterwards. That's going to be so sick. So there's going to be even more and better changes coming to Maple as well. So you gotta stay tuned for that one. Alright, I think that's it. Just a few more monsters. I want to loot all those juicy mess. There we go. Good boy. We go back to Lechlin. We use our planner. Complete. Yep. And there we go. 225. So then you go here. Oh, wait. Then you go here. Yes. This is a skip. And I think from this point on, you just go and kill 2000 monsters. Do the check-in. Do your weekly quests as well. I haven't actually done those yet. But there's a lot of weekly quests that you can do. That you should totally do as well. For the EXP and the symbols too. But you don't have to do it right away if you don't want to. Because, you know, we're chilling. It's the first day of Challenger World. No rush. That's all fine. We should totally claim our rewards. 225. Yep. Level 10 Arcane symbol is so good. Because you have to use those arcane stones or symbols to actually level them up. But because they're level 10 already, you're going to save so much time. And you're going to get a lot of bonus stats too. So we got that, we got that. Then we also go to Erel. We're halfway through for 5000 vouchers. It's going to be sick as well. This gift is not that sexy. Note stones and some other stuff. But now at least I can show you guys. Max, yep. And that one. And we're going to do the daily quest in this area too. And we're not going to do... Oh man, I have to Spirit Savior again. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop all of these in Arcana. I hate Spirit Savior. Spirit Savior is the worst thing. I want to skip that one ASAP. I don't want to do Spirit Savior, man. So then we go to V-Matrix and we unlock this one. Also, Erel doesn't have a bind, does he? So I think when we go bossing, we should definitely also get a bind too. And then we're gonna do like, I don't know. I actually want to go and see if we can get, if we can kill Sevel. I really wonder if we can. Whatever, doesn't matter. If you mess it up or you're not happy with that, you can just reset it. I'm just curious to see what it does. Also, if you actually do, like for example, if you get this one to level 40, you're going to get 20% IED on the skill, which might also be useful for fighting some bosses. I feel like our IED is going to be too low still. Yeah, that's not very high. We need to do the collector quest before we actually go fight Chaos Venom. Because our IED is so low that we're not going to do enough damage to the boss. Like, let me show you. So the collector sells this one that will give you... where is it? That's actually, do these actually give IED? They give boss damage though, and critical damage, which is also super important. No IED actually, yeah, interesting. Huh. So I guess I'm wrecked anyway. We should have gotten the IED lines. Let's see. Let me show you. I mean, our fishing skills are rather high level, but still, I'm not very confident. I wanted to show you guys the grinding skill too. I'll show that in a sec. Let's just put them in. Oh, no. I always have my buffs and macros on the same spots across characters. I don't think we're going to do a nice amount of damage though. But let's see. The fight might be a struggle. But let's see. Alright, so we're going to bind him. We're going to do 6. And then we're going to use 4. Oh, actually, no, it's not a struggle at all. It's going to be super easy, barely inconvenience. Alright, let's go kill this guy, I guess. Man, it's been a long time since I actually properly fought Vellum. So what you want to do with Vellum is you actually want to kind of stack the tails. So he can't aim for shit, man. What are you, a stormtrooper? You want to stack the tails a little bit, so stay in one spot for a little while, at least until the tails will spawn on you. And then you can just jump away, and that's like going to be the easiest way to dodge this. You also want to dodge the stuff that's falling from the ceiling, the debris. What are you doing, Vela? Oh, is he going to do a thing? Yeah, he's going to do a thing. So then we use our iframe. We have a 10-second iframe these days. This glass has a really long iframe, I love it. We're going to move out of the way from there. So he was doing the fireballs, and the fireballs do one-shot you. So ideally, okay, so now I actually mispositioned myself. We're going to use our dash to get out of there. So I wanted to attack him. Oh, I dashed into him. Oops. There's going to be a thing dropping there too. Gotta be careful. I was greeting for damage. Oh, that's not good either. But I didn't see him. So ideally you want to keep him like in view all the time. So at least you know a little bit what he's doing, what he's up to. This is not a nice spot either, because if I go here, and if then a tail spawns on me, I'm gonna be dead. Is he doing fireballs the other way? No, he's not. Oh, too bad. Our buff is almost, our burst is almost back. So we're just gonna stack these. Oh no, my iframe is still gone for a while. But our bind still has a really long cooldown too. Oh, he's gonna take a deep breath? It's the other way, no! Go, go, go. Actually, this is great. We're gonna use our sequence. And then we're just gonna spam. Because he's gonna be standing still for a little while. Come on. Where you at? There we go. And that's Kills Vellum. Alright. Even with our low IED, I guess it didn't matter because we're just our fish job skills are very high level. So that's nice. Wow, I was actually underestimating myself a little bit. That means you can basically do all bosses, like up until here, you can then defeat. So that means you can already start getting these, getting all of these. Let me actually just, should I just show you guys the Root Abyss bosses? Oh, wait, we need to leave, Oh, can I do it here maybe? Item burning. Because we just defeated Kills Vellum. So we're gonna complete this. We're gonna be naked. I actually wonder if if our weapon is gonna be better again. No, the Ab Slap's still better. Let's go. Barely though, very barely. All right, now we're even stronger. I'm not even sure what did it actually do. Oh, whatever, it's fine. We're gonna activate our burst sequence. We're gonna start this boss. And we're gonna unload all our burst. We can also just bind the boss. Have some chill time. I don't think I buffed up actually. There we go. And there we go. Boss defeated. So this boss has some mechanics, but the good thing about MapleStory is that if you just kill the boss very quickly, like I did just now, you're not gonna have any issues. It's gonna be nice. The most difficult boss I feel like is gonna be Pierre for most people. Like for the Queen, you just actually was planning to explain how the boss works, but I guess the boss died too quickly. For Pierre, you don't want to use your summon. Just don't have it out. Just don't use it. Pierre is like super annoying because he will change hats, and then if you are wearing the same color hat as him, you will heal him instead of doing damage. So if you have your summon out, you're gonna just be healing him up with your summon instead of actually damaging him. So now he's red and I'm red. And if he's red, he's gonna teleport. So we're just gonna go and jump away from him. As you saw right there, my sentinels actually already healed him up a little bit. So we're just gonna ignore him for a while. Just not do anything. He's gonna teleport to our location again. We're gonna jump away. Alright, the hats have reset. Just gonna keep chilling, slowly whittling him down until you hit a certain point, but I hope, okay, nice. So he's gonna twirl now, we're gonna bind him, we're gonna use our sequence, and then we're gonna just burst him down. So if he's blue and you're red, that's the perfect opportunity to burst. And also you deal double the damage, so you're gonna instantly wreck him. Because if you get his HP to like this point of his health bar, he's gonna split, and then you're gonna be like in a whole world of trouble. So just wait until he is blue and you're red, and then just bind him, do your burst, and then you're gonna be fine. Same with this boss, buff sequence. He's gonna do a thing, we're gonna say I don't care. Bursting, done. We have like 5 million combat power. Life is good. And yeah, okay, I wanted to showcase those bosses, but I guess if I can blow them up that quickly, even though I did have like some additional buffs, you guys are gonna have a very easy time with these bosses as well. You're not gonna struggle. These bosses are so early game now that it doesn't matter. Just make sure to bind. Don't give the boss a chance to even do anything, you know? And then just destroy them and good, done. And that way you're gonna get a crazy amount of mesos from the weekly. Oh, we got a box. Vihela, very nice, not Vihela, regular Hela, might be able to give you a pet box where you either get earrings for the pet or you get the actual pets. That's a nice way to get a free pet at MapleStory. There's only 2 bosses in the game that actually give out pets. One is Hela, and the other one is the Toad boss in Ninja Castle. So now, we already got like a crazy amount of Challenger World points as well. Even though not crazy enough, I guess, because we're still gonna be working on this for a while. That's okay though, we got some time. We need to kill Empress and Magnus and Pap, and then we're gonna be able to, get some more. I just love buying these actually. I'm really wondering if I should get the karma cubes. Just to be able to actually cube a little bit. Also, so we just got another epic potential scroll. We're gonna use that on this ring. And then you can use, for example, use heart cubes, or you can use the event cubes. Actually, we have a lot of those as well. Okay, sure, I'll take it. I mean, if you're making me lucky, then might as well actually make me even more lucky and give me like double strength lines or rank up again, right? I mean, if this is how we want to play, I'll take it. So I think like for your rings, oh, actually that was the double line. All right, 12% strength. For your rings, I would just get those all to legendary, especially the event rings first. Ugh. Can you use those as well? Oh, sick. Get those, try and get those to legendary, and then get some drop rate on them. 12% strength, fine. It's fine for now. For the video, I'm not gonna push it, but yeah, strength, drop rate, strength, and we're gonna try and get. You can only get drop lines if they're legendary though, so you have to rank them up first. And we also can level up our symbol. This costs mesos, but will increase your arcane force and will give you more strength as well, more stat. Then another skill that I want to show you guys. So when you're grinding, you also want to get this one at the shower. So if you right click it, you can toggle on and off customization. So I believe if we do that, I have everything set up on my account. You can summon an orb, and this orb will attack every now and then if you attack. So that basically means that you're going to have 2 summons. So as long as you attack, it builds up, and then it explodes, and it will hit the monsters. So just use that. I think actually the monsters are instants here, right? Because I don't see them, I don't see their attacks or like hitting my monsters, so that's going to be nice. So yeah, that's what you want to do. That's how you play this game. Bossing is super easy. Just wait until you get to the high level bosses. But I'm gonna make an update video on the progression that I'm doing in a few days, so that you guys can see what I've done, where I am, and what's gonna happen. And yeah, that's how you play MapleStory. Thank you for tuning in to my probably 2-hour-long video. I'm sorry it took a while. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm gonna do some updates later with how far I've gotten. So now I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna hunt a few more monsters, get the strawberry farm tickets, get to level 230, then use the XP vouchers, and then I should be good. Oh, also we got so many messes now. Oh, one more thing actually I should show you guys. So now you have 500 million mesos. You actually also can just go to the cube shop and just buy cubes, right? That's also a thing you can do. Like, no need to starve yourself. However, keep in mind though that you do want to save some of your mesos at least for rental gear. That is. Wait, where's rental gear? Anyway, yeah, that's all for now. I'm gonna try and. Oh, there's rental gear under burning event for some reason, right? So make sure to save some mesos for getting these guys, because they're gonna, especially the especially this one, the infinite. You need to get this one for when you go bossing. This one is really good. So make sure to get that one. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. It's finite. Create a zone. You need the zone one. You need the zone, not this one, sorry. This is for DPM classes, and this is for burst classes, and because Erel is a burst class, for Erel you want to get the finite one. Apologies. So make sure to get that one. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, and as always, special thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Special thanks to Niels de Coninck, Raar maar waar, Sebastian Hanøy, Caudimorda, BackSpaceOTI, Ziggy, Flidiot, Knivesu, Cloudfix, Michael Menchaca, Raythius, Betrayal1489, Sylvio, Neto, StrikerElk, Ryaiser, Aryu, MaxBurnHeart, The Passenger, ScottyFlysFast, Only, Spudsy, snafuPop, Dewey, Tran, Kaniwoo,
Domi, Kirch-Nehammer, Dex-Zoo, Dantevictory, TheWolfDrake, Lord Fazil, Mathinu Dev, Tailscrewspet, DVNCA, and Schwandro. Thank you so much for watching.